What's up, guys? Zaid here with our boy Trenton, and we also got Asian with cards over here. What you do today, Trenton?
I went undefeated with Invoked Eldlich, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer.
Hell yeah, you were showing me the list at the start of locals too, and you're like, yo, I'm a top, and we're gonna get the profile, and
Deck's
here you
nice.
are, first place, baby.
Deck's real nice.
Best deck, baby.
Right. So I play 3 Alistair and 2 the Golden Lord. You don't want to play any more of this.
How come?
Because it's really bricky for like any time. This doesn't really do anything turn 1 unless you're going second. So you only play 2 of it. Usually you only need 2 anyways because you just get it from deck. That's basically it for like most of the engine. Like I guess you consider this engine. This is for the DPE engine.
Yeah.
And then we play a bunch of hand traps. We play 3 Nib, 2 Valor, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm.
Why only 2 Valor?
I only played this at all because I'm playing the access code engine.
Oh yeah,
Combo,
for Celine help.
Celine access code.
I like that a lot.
I played this, and I'm playing 2 because I don't want to open the 1 and then not see the other.
Yeah. I like that a lot, honestly, in this type of deck. That's my favorite way to kill in an Eldlich deck.
Yeah, it only came up once today. Because most of the time, like, if I'm having to dig deep, I actually banish that entire engine off of Prosperity. Because, like, you need the invoke card, so...
Yeah, they're way more important in, like, the grind.
So, we play 3, 2, and we don't play Sanguine.
Only 2?
Yeah, only 2. We don't play Cursed Eldlin.
Yeah, card's bad.
Yeah, Eldlin's not very good right now.
I've seen a lot of people not playing it. What's your reasoning behind thinking it's not good?
We're in, like, a combo format right now. Like, Bird Up, you can't waste that turn Cursed Eldlanding to try to set up that stuff. You can't.
Yeah.
You just die. Like, same with PK. They just run you over. So you have to open cards that are, like, optimal going first, so you lose.
That's fair. And how do you feel like with the 3 to 5? Is that why you cut down on this? So
I
it was
saw
a little
like
closer?
one card almost every game. You
Sick.
want to see one of the engine cards because like literally the rest is to just stop the opponent and then like you slowly grind them out. I played against a Bird Up deck and literally he had no resources.
Was that Rob round 5?
I grinded so hard that he just had nothing. He had none of the Luralisk or the Tri-Brigade monsters left in deck.
Jeez.
Hey, you hate Rob.
Yeah. He almost gave me my win. 3 strike. I think that's it for traps. This card's just really good. Like Sword Soul, they like Mo-E, it stops the draw and the Synchro Summon, so like this just puts them super far behind. It's just a good generic card in general. It's probably the best trap card, honestly.
Yeah, it seems like it trades really well against that deck.
Any deck, honestly. Like Flunder, you normal, you just negate. Striker, it's pretty good. Tri-Brigade, it's pretty good. And then for spells, 3, 2, 1.
What are your thoughts on 2 of this? Because last time I played this type of deck, it was a different format, of course, but I felt like no one was ever getting rid of my invocation, and in this type of deck, it's a lot more of a dead draw.
I disagree. There's
Really?
a lot of times today where I've been impermed and just having like I'm an invoke player. I draw this anyways. So seeing it in hand is really good, and it also lets you push for game better. Like there's times where like you have Makaba and then you have the extra invocation hand. You can discard the Alistair and then just invocation next turn because you had the extra invocation.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. So you felt like it was nice having the second in this?
I would, yeah. Also, if you draw it and like you normal Alistair, you just waste a ad. You just neg a card in economy.
One
This
other
card's
question.
insane.
Have you thought about with this card playing like another field spell? I've seen a lot of players online play, yeah,
Mystic
1 mine.
I thought about it. I don't like running cards like that personally, but like, you could. I think it's optimal to do that. This card's insane. This card's like searches invocation. Like I normal Alistair and then they Ash or Imperm and I say, okay, let me get my invocation real quick.
Yeah, this card's just like another, it's any engine piece you want at the time.
I played against a Flunder deck and he apparently said he opened cracked. Like the only way I want, like I already opened a Judgment and I dug for another Judgment. So like Flunder's not playing through double Judgment.
Yeah, negate your normal.
Yep.
And then, try again next turn. I'll
Yeah,
negate it again.
They have 2 normals max.
No dogmatic card?
No, I don't play Dogma.
How come?
If you activate Nadir, you can't resolve Fusion Destiny. If you activate Fusion Destiny, you can't summon the Ecclesia to search.
Unless you normal it, so you can't
Yeah,
with
and you're
Alistair.
normal you're normaling Alistair.
That's crazy.
And then
I thought those cards were good.
for the fusions, one of this, 2 of this, one of this, one of this, and then 1 TPE. This card is really good, especially against Bird Up and Flunder.
Yeah, a lot of people have been playing that one recently. It's kind of interesting.
There's a lot more win decks.
Yeah.
Against the Bird Up deck, like you just keep locomoting the Tri-Brigade monsters, and then they can't do that.
And
so
Flunder, you get to out the statue, and you can
Yep.
summon that under it.
That's how I played one game. Is I did this, and I set Avion on summon because I can't respond with the meltdown.
Weird question, right? So you have Alistair, they've got statue. Would you like normal Alistair
Yeah,
search
maybe.
invo and then crash, or do you fusion? You crash?
Yeah.
And then you just fuse with those 2, make your guy? That seems like the play I was thinking would be right.
Or if you have like Nib is a dead draw against them, so you can also just make Makaba that way. But like you can't even like if you have Alistair, you can't even summon the white, so you might as well just crash and try to bait out something. And then this is standard. This is standard. This is standard. This card's insane.
It's like just cracked. This deck, it seems really cool too because you can just like force your traps off the field and then get to search.
You normal Alistair and they stop that and they can't stop the Verite most of the time. So you just get to this. And also like Dragoon's a better boss monster. This engine overall is way better.
Have you ever in the grind like have this out already? Go summon Alistair. They try to interrupt it and you chain clear it off board.
It hasn't come up, but I thought about that. Like I had that in the back of my mind. If it came up.
That you could if it does. This is so much more valuable now too. Outing this card with Invocation.
Also, like Meltdown needs hit. This card on summon effect.
Yeah, Meltdown is just too cracked sometimes.
Like it's just insane. This card should.
I think that'll be pretty cool though with DP.
Meltdown?
Or Outland, Curse Outland.
Yeah, that's true. Also, yeah, something about this card. I'm glad you reminded me. If you open 2 of the Golden Land, you can like use this effect to pop one of them, so you have your Sanguine live.
Yeah, so it fixes with your double draw. That's nice. I like
Usually
cards like that a lot.
Usually you don't double draw because, like I said, I'm only playing 3 or 3-2. So, and then this is for the Alistair. This is for the to make the what's it called into grave.
Oh yeah, so your traps can go into this engine.
Yeah.
I like
also,
that
it's
a
just
lot.
to get him in grave.
Yeah.
But I play 2 for that reason. Like, also it's a prosperity target potentially, depending on what you open. You play the access code package.
Yeah, this is literally just prosperity if you're going first.
Yeah. Also, like, you can sometimes, like, sneak games. If you have Golden Lord on the field and, like, you have a Sanguine set and that's, like, all that's in the game state, you can just sneak a game by, like, summoning Ash and then, like, that's full combo.
Yeah, you just kill them.
Yeah. And then for the XDs, I play 1 Gustav, 1 Pleiades.
Have you thought about the one that goes on top of this, the Ibli or whatever its name is, Libel?
Libe.
Yeah.
It's not that important, honestly.
You'd just rather have this?
This didn't even really come up. I thought about playing the Heavenly Lords, because Heavenly Lords are going to be really good, but like I just couldn't find the deck space for them.
That's the level 10 or
10,
something that you reveal, keep your guys
He's
safe?
really good, but I just couldn't find deck space for him.
That's fair.
I felt like other cards like Strike, more hand traps were just better. And then for the side deck, this card's pretty good, especially in the mirror. Like Eldlich just kind of gets bodied by this.
Do you ever feel like it's a dead draw being a trap deck though? Because past the first turn, it's going to be in hand, but you're most likely going to have something committed to the board.
I mean, it just depends. If I'm usually only sending this against back row decks who have traps anyway, so if I make Makaba, I can just pitch this.
That's a good point, actually.
Also,
that it gives you the trap negate
Golden Lord
for
can
it.
discard this, or you can send it from field to grave, so it's not necessarily dead.
Yeah, so the card itself might be dead, but there's things that you could utilize it for outside of its effect.
It's pretty good.
I like that. That's good sound logic.
This card's insane.
Oh, yeah. Do you side that going second against other trap decks?
Yeah, sometimes. It just depends on who I'm playing against. But like, if I'm like competent, they can't kill me. Like altar guys, most of the time Eldlich can't kill. You just like make your board, and if like they interrupt you, you just kind of set this and then wait.
And DP is really good against trap decks.
Yeah, really. Well, it just depends. Like Eldlich, it's really good against because you can just like chain when they activate. But like if they strike or something, well, actually strike's not that bad. But like IDP, yeah, IDP.
When you have strike and you're against an opposing DPE, do you strike the effect of pop or let the pop resolve and then strike the effect of float?
I let it resolve.
Yeah, and then stop the floating effect. Just hope they don't snipe it.
Yeah. Also, like, there's no point in me paying 15 for it to just, like...
Just come back,
Yeah,
yeah.
if I have something else, like if I have Makaba... Well, I'm going to get in with Makaba more than likely, but, like, it just depends if I have something else on board that I would rather keep. Usually not, though. And then back row removal. I feel like there's a lot of back row. Like, most decks that even like aren't back row decks, they play at least, like, 1 back row.
I think this is just the correct one to play, too, because this stops Scythe. Yeah, so it stops combo decks.
I'm pretty sure the Flunder Trap is during main phase specifically, too, so you can snipe
so you can snipe it.
Or
Prank
the
Kids still sometimes. Prank Kids,
Yeah,
I
Prank
think I'm
Kids.
the only one in the room playing it, but
Yeah,
if
I
we
think
play,
so,
you got it.
There's a lot of decks that this is good against. Also, I'm kind of, like, scared of, like... Not scared of Eldlich, but, like, the grind, if I mess up, I would rather just... Like, this just really slows down the deck if you hit one of the traps.
Yeah, especially if it's their only one.
This card's pretty good, too.
Dave's mad.
And then 3 Dark Lord for the, like, combo decks.
Would you play droplets, or do you prefer this in a trap deck?
Droplets wouldn't be bad, because you can send the Eldlich traps, but this card just kind of 1-for-1s.
And DP
which is
can
pretty
just
good.
break boards.
Yeah. I played against a Trap Brigade board. Like, he had full combo, including the trap card, the VFD. And I Dark Rulered, and, like, I Golden Land effect to send, and, like, he negated it. So I just summoned Golden Land back, and then made the DPE and just beat over stuff, and I, like, grinded really hard.
Ooh,
with
that's
that.
nice.
And then this card destroys boards.
Ooh, I don't see this card often, but I'm happy when I do. Why do you like it?
Because if they don't have the barrier statue, I've said this in my previous video. Like use okay, so they have a Somblue, Utopic Future, and then like Avion or like someone like even if Appaloosa, like you summon, bounce, summon, and then you just beat over the Somblue because they can't get rid of this, and then you just like bait the negate.
I like it.
Just one card.
Yeah.
What
This
a
card's
powerful
really good.
man.
I would play 3, but I only have 2.
I might have Megaton once somewhere.
Well, I want another secret.
Ah,
I don't want
flexer.
another. Yeah.
You got anything left to say about your deck?
No.
All right, thank you for the list.